Hello there, and Happy New Year. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time, I appreciate you for showing up, and I'm going to make sure we got some stuff happening right here. Happy New Year. This is the first video of the new year, and I just wanted to do a layout tour. Since the last video before the last one, I done a reintroduction of myself. I just want to do a reintroduction of the layout. New year, a few little new things happening on the layout, and yeah, just check out the video. I will see you at the end. Not a long video, just an overview for those that are new here to see the layout. Okay, so welcome to the layout. It is a little messy in that area there, and I have my workbench in the middle of the floor because I'm always doing something. But yeah, this is the layout. And since I am over here on this side, let's start with this section. This is known as Brick City. It's more of an urban city, like right outside of like the downtown area. I grew up in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, more direct Braddock, Pennsylvania. And I wanted to model something similar to like where I grew up at and what I remember seeing, just strong, very strong brick structures and hillsides cluttered with houses. In Pittsburgh, they're known as boroughs. So I just wanted to kind of mimic that. Here is one of the buildings that I recently completed. I'll be doing that for putting that in for my MMR. Here's another one for the MMR, and then there's another one there. But yeah, this is Brick City. Most of this stuff is scratch built. I do believe that that's a kit from Bars Mill. The buildings in the background, or the very flat buildings, are just pictures that I printed off, but everything else is scratch built in this section here. The walls are plaster from my buddy James. He had a contest a while back. I don't even think it was a contest. I think it was you just donated and you got a brick mold pattern. The tree is scratch built. Everything on this scene is scratch built. It's probably one of my favorite scenes, sections, areas of the layout. Excuse me, I'm getting over a little cold. Not COVID, but there's a nasty bug going around. So if we move down this way a little bit, I got some mild vehicles that I scratch built as well. Kind of in here just chilling, doing maintenance of way work. This little section was going to be a grain facility, but I decided to use it just for storage for engines because I keep buying engines. I got a problem. I'm sure most of the model railroading folks know about that issue. And it's usually, I usually put Norfolk Southern over here. There's a quite sure familiar building folks know. And if we come around, we have Zone 13. So my layout is a post-apocalyptic layout. And there's a whole story behind this layout. The layout has its own name. The cities have their own stories of stuff that's happening. Basically what happened is there's a couple of Gundams on the layout that fell to Earth, and it caused a chain reaction of catastrophes, I guess, if you will. And now where the city is that they are using these Gundams to power the city and trying to get the city back to some normalcy. But if you keep following the story, once we really ramp it up, you'll see that there's a lot of more things happening. And there's another Gundam here that's also powering the city. This whole little scene here, that was a collab that me and Jason Jensen did. So I sent Jason that little kit after I built it. He then in turn built this kit, added a Gundam, and then put it on this platform or the sidewalk there. And so once I got it back from him, I added the retaining wall and painted it and graffitied, and now it's a section on the layout. I'll put a link up in the corner somewhere so you can see me and Jason go back and forth with this tag team build we did. Looking to do another one with him soon, so be ready for that. Oh, and this is his little kit. He's got 2 kits out now that he's doing. Let's see if I can get it clear here. There we go. It's such a great little kit. I love this kit. And yeah, this is Zone 13. There's a lot I want to do still to this. I mean, I still got the streets to do. I want to add more buildings back here at some point. We are looking to buy a house, so I'm not sure how much more will happen here, but I'll take it one day at a time and just, you know, if I add something, I'll add something. If not, your railroad is never done. But yeah, that's Zone 13. And if we keep panning around, and so here's a little statistics on the layout itself. It's a shelf layout. The room that it's in is, I want to say, like a 10 by 12, and the layout just goes around the circle. It hugs against each wall, and that makes the layout. Here I have a yard. I love doing yard work. I love just getting my little switcher and stacking and breaking down trains and sending them back out on the main. I painted some clouds. I wanted to practice doing backdrop work. I think it turned out okay. When I do another layout, the whole sky will be cluttered with clouds, and like I said, it's a post-apocalyptic layout, so there's the atmosphere also is not stable, if you will. So I think that will play into the whole storyline. What I did add to this was these 2 retaining walls. So just to add some more height and depth and dimension to the layout instead of it just being all flat. So, you know, once you get down, let me see if I can do this without too bad jerking. you get down to this level and you're taking pictures and all that stuff, there's just different heights now. Instead of it all being down here, you got buildings a little higher, and it's the same with the other sections on the layout, right? If we go back over here to zone 13, the city is sitting on top of that retaining wall. And then there's another retaining wall with stuff on top of that, with roads going up through there. And the same with Brick City over here. I wanted it to just have some different depth and dimension to the layout itself. Here is another building that I'll be doing for my MMR that'll be submitted. Here's the train yard itself. There is I remember when I first started collecting trains, I was very heavy in the CSX, and so I got a lot of CSX stuff over here. And then I switched to Norfolk Southern. As you can see, there's some Conrail stuff in there too, but I added this extension, so you can see right here is where the layout stopped, but then I added this little extension just to give me more room so I could put more engines in here as well. You can kind of see right here I added 2 switches which allowed for 4 more tracks to extend and add more space for that yard there. The layout actually just hugs the wall really tight over here. I added a little bridge there just for whatever. And then this little section here, where it comes around, there was just this empty space. So when I'm sitting here at my desk doing stuff, I have a little scenery view that I could look at as the trains go by right there. Those are kits. I think those are both Bar Mills kits. It's kind of dark over there, but you get the gist. You come across the lift out. So there's the door where you come into the office. Studio / train room. And then it picks up here. This is where it connects. That's where I get my power for the lift out. And then we are back at Brick City. That's pretty much the layout, y'all. It's not a big one. Again, it's just a room with trains going around it. Let me see here. The whole system, the whole layout is ran off of, and sorry for the weird camera / the way the pixels look at stuff. I can't remember what the cause of that is. It's like when you look at the TV, it's flickering too, but the system is ran off of, the layout is ran off of Digitrax. And the system is, that was the throttle. The system itself, let me get down here, is under here. It's a little dark under there, so it's probably hard to focus. But yeah, it's just a Digitrax system. And yeah, I think that's it, y'all. This was the tour. Quick tour for folks that are just joining the fun here at Pro Scale Models. Do a quick pan by of everything. I do hope you guys are having a great start to your year. And I look forward to another year hanging with y'all and bringing you some cool videos and different things. I'm gonna be going live a lot more, so, or I want to start live. I said that the last time, but I want to start going live on YouTube, maybe like once a month or something, and we'll do like some clinics or how to weather stuff or something that I like to do, and hopefully that you guys will get some enjoyment out of, some tips. Just having fun, man. But y'all take care, and we're gonna close this video out. Peace. All right, and so that is the layout. And with that, the layout, it has a name. The name of this whole thing is called the diminishing territory. You know, people will build their layouts and it'll be, you know, replicated after Franklin and South Manchester, or some part of Virginia, Pennsylvania Railroad section, some line in there. Again, this is a whole post-apocalyptic, out of my brain type of thing. The name of the layout is the diminishing territory. Back behind me is Zone 13. Over here is Brick City. I got a yard, I got curtain falls, I got a whole bunch of other little sections that will be in the layout. I have my trusty notebook here that I keep all type of notes in here. And I just keep filling it up with just different ideas so I don't forget stuff. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the quick little tour of what I got here so far. I want to give a shout out to my Patreon folks. We are in a new year. I appreciate the support and the love there as well. I reached out to a couple of y'all, so get ready for some stuff. What else? Oh, I want to give a special thanks to a couple folks. One is Steve Worthy. I've been knowing that dude for well over 20 years, and he's just generously blessed me and gifted me with a few things to help keep this YouTube hustle going. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate the love. Some other folks, it's a family, Michelle, Eddie, and David. They are moving off to England, and they couldn't take some things with them, and David gave me a 3D printer, Jupiter, like the biggest one. I was just floored. I wasn't expecting that size of a printer, but all of them, they just been really supportive. Eddie, he's a writer. Me and him connect differently as far as creatives go, and they're all creatives, but Eddie is probably a little closer to my creative than Michelle and David. Me and Michelle connect differently as far as, like, she's a homie, and David, you know, me and David, I've been tattooing them also for a while, and we'll talk for like 10 minutes straight, and then we won't say nothing for 30 to 40 minutes, but I know the vibe is there. And that's them, you know, and just them in general. Steve, along with Eddie, Michelle, and David, they've just been super supportive, and I just want to give us a quick special shout out and thank you to them. I think that's it. I'm working on some new videos, and I'll start editing some stuff, and we'll get some more going this year. Hope you guys stick with me for this year, 2023, and I think it'll be a good year. So let's keep going with these model railroads and whatever else you're modeling. Have fun doing it. That's all I gotta say, man. Have fun doing it. And see you on the next video. Check out that one or whatever corner is up, and see you next time.